when I hear the term Christian music, I think of two different kinds of music, really. I think of the sort of formal music that we sing in more formal worships, in hymns, that kind of music. And then I also think of contemporary, maybe worship music, more sounds more like, popular music of various kinds. So there's, things that sound country, things that sound like pop, and then even things that sound like punk, right? So I think of all of that as Christian music, plus any sort of music that I think of that's sort of uplifting, right? Even if it's not sort of overtly Christian or even religious, right? It just has a nice message to it. I can think of secular music that I would even put in that category as something that's very spiritual. And so for me, that all fits. I have a very open definition of what it means for something to be Christian music.
How has any type of music influenced your life?
Music has influenced my life from the very beginning of my life. I'm learning to play a new instrument now. I just started a new instrument 3 months ago, and so it influences what I do daily. I have a young son. He's learning to play 2 instruments, and so it influences us all the time. We play music together. We listen, we sing. It brings us joy and happiness all the time. So it influences, although it's not my profession by any stretch. I'm not a professional musician, but it affects my daily life, just in terms of what I do. Now, my new instrument is the guitar. So I played the bass guitar and the mandolin for a long time. And then I bought a guitar this summer, and now I'm learning to play that too. And every day, you play something every day. It's good for the soul, right? It's a little playing music, so yeah. And my son plays the drums, and he's learning to play the piano. That's much more important than what I play. What he plays is much more important. Yes, he does. The drumstick, he got a drumstick in a concert that was organized by the interviewer, right? And it was broken at the concert, and it's in shards, or it's like one big shard, and he loves it. It's on top of his bookshelf. It's in his room by his bed, and he still remembers that. Yeah, he loves it.
Does music have an impact on your spiritual growth? If yes, how?
Certainly it does. I think that I perform some music, that's sort of part of it, I think, but just the hearing other people perform, there are people that I hear that I think it helps me to sort of understand the beauty of the world in a new way, and I think that's very much about our spiritual growth. So when I hear people sing, or when I hear somebody play in various settings, I think it opens things up for me to understand the beauty of the natural world. So this weekend I was at a concert outside at an outdoor venue, and sitting by the river, sun was setting. Even though it wasn't particularly religious music, I felt just very content and very happy. And I think that's all about our spiritual growth. I don't think it just has to be about, learning or singing or hearing particular words or particular kinds of songs. I think the emotions that it brings, I think that's all a part of our growth.
Have you ever met anyone through music, or had a bond with someone you wouldn't normally through music?
Yeah, I've made some good friends through music, and they've opened up new avenues of music to me. So I made a good friend in college, and it was through jazz. I didn't know a lot about jazz, but I met him, and he opened up the world of John Coltrane and everything to me, and and I met, and we got to talking about music, and that's how we became friends. And yeah, so I've met people, and playing music, you'll meet all sorts of people that play different kinds of music than you do, and you sort of learn the virtues of those other kinds of music. I didn't used to like bluegrass. Then I met some bluegrass musicians, and I realized, wow, they're really good musicians, and that's some great music. Now I kind of like bluegrass. So, yeah.
Okay.
Is that good?
Do you have anything else?
You're great. That was you're the greatest interviewer ever. Thanks.
Well, the moon is broke, the sky is cracked. Come on up to the house. The only thing that you can see is all that you lack. Come on up to the house. All you crying, don't do you no good. Come on up no iron.